Texas two-step turkey.
Ooh, two-step turkey.
Two steps, real simple. We're gonna put something under the skin, and then we're gonna put something over the skin, 2 steps. So first we're gonna make a compound butter.
You got it.
Katie, you've got the sage leaves.
I do, and can we just take a second to look at the most beautiful sage leaves I've ever seen?
Are you sure they're real? Make sure they're real.
I feel kind of bad cutting these up.
Listen, if you can't find fresh, we'll take the rub sage, out of the seasoning aisle if you want to, the spice aisle, but fresh is always best. Got those fresh oils in it. If you just chop those up, we've got 2 sticks of salted butter in here, that's room temperature. To that, I'm gonna add in...
Smoked paprika.
That's right.
Hungarian.
Wow.
Smoked paprika.
That was a no look,
Smoked
too.
paprika with a little bit of cayenne or Hungarian hot paprika. Gonna add in some thyme, fresh.
Noi.
And then some garlic that's just been grated on our rasp. So, Katie, if you don't mind mixing that up.
You got it.
And then I'm gonna hit this with lots of black pepper as well over the top.
I mean, this smells like Thanksgiving. To me,
It does.
it's all about the sage with the turkey.
It really is.
By the way, I like dried sage. And growing up, my dad would put the dried rosemary and dried sage in the stuffing.
Okay.
If you've got
Yes.
that just even that hint of sage in any form, you're there.
So if you want to just push that into
You
the
got
bag,
it.
we're going to use that to pipe it under the
Oh,
skin.
that's
Ooh, I like
smart
that.
to pipe
So-
it in.
Sometimes I like to kind of get in here and just start with my finger. And then because I'm worried, because I've got nails about piercing the skin, the back end of a wooden spoon
Okay.
does really well. Look at that. And it can actually go back sometimes a lot further than your hand can. I
That's
just stick
smart.
it in there.
That's very,
Look at that.
very smart.
Okay,
the
so
real
Katie,
deal.
if you don't mind, just kind of lifting here and right where I've created these holes for you, you're gonna squeeze evenly butter on both sides. When you get done with this, right, you're gonna truss the very end, and then I like to just tuck the wings under the bottom, right?
I love that.
Get this into your roasting pan or get it into any kind of vessel you can to put it in the refrigerator and leave it uncovered
Yes.
for at least 8 hours to a day. And the reason you do that is you really want that refrigerator, it's kind of like convection cold, okay? That fan comes on and it's wisping the air off of this. And what happens is it becomes very dry, and that's gonna give us some crispy skin because we are gonna baste, that's gonna help the skin render its fat as well, but then we're gonna glaze it at the end, so it's really nice to just have it nice and dry. And this is what you're gonna see. It's not gonna be beautiful to you, but you're gonna see some of this blood coming up to the surface a bit of the bird here. How you doing, Katie? Pretty
By
good?
the way, that's a really good note. It doesn't always look pretty
No.
when you're cooking and
Never.
it's delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jeff, if you don't mind, as I get this into our oven, we've got to be basting with some beer. Yeah?
Really?
Whoa! Whoa! All right, so I'm gonna roast this at 350 degrees until the internal temperature is about, I would say
One more,
about
bro.
like 130-ish, because then we're going to,
Oh my heavens! I was gonna spot you, but I'm getting, I'm testing out your beer here, making sure it's quality.
like I said, and quickly as possible, you want to get that beer into the bottom of the roasting pan because the temperature of the oven's going to go down.
You look like you worked in a Bavarian beer house. You look at you grab those
Look at
beers.
it, double.
Look at
This
the
is
double backwards
Oktoberfest.
double.
I told y'all I like it a beer,
This is from
okay?
some of your time in Germany. I know. Here, hold
Working
on
with
quickly.
beer is never a problem for me.
You need a dirndl.
You're going to go for about 1.5 inches of beer in the bottom.
Wow.
I like to add the beer once you get it to the oven because it's going to be like super heavy for you.
Wow, that was
if you add it
exciting.
beforehand.
What was
That's going
that?
to cook until the temperature gets to about like 130-ish, mostly because we're going to glaze at that 130-ish, 135 moment. And what is the glaze going to be? Simple. In Texas, we love our yellow mustard.
Yeah, baby.
Oh.
So I've got some light brown sugar here. Gonna
Now
add
I
to
know
that.
where I can move to and
Yeah.
be with my mustard in peace.
It's so
Yellow
hard to
mustard
find
is
yellow
what it's all
mustard
about.
here
You
in
can be
New
yourself.
York. Okay, so now to that, I'm gonna add in a little bit of white vinegar just to really punch up that mustard.
Vinegar and mustard, these are my people.
Yeah. And then you're just gonna stir it. Add a little bit of water to loosen.
Oh,
And this is gonna turn into a nice glaze
I don't know what's
very
going on here.
quickly.
It's a
Katie,
glaze.
if you don't mind cracking some, or I'll crack the pepper while you whisk, but we can both crack pepper because it needs a
Double
lot of pepper.
application?
Yeah, more pepper than you're used to. And just a little tip I always like to give, this knob right here, if you twist it and make it loose, it allows for these plates to be further apart from each other. And then instead of getting pepper powder, you're gonna get pepper boulders.
I love them.
Yeah, I love boulders of pepper. I wanna see it. Plus, this is gonna cook for a long time. You can smell it, right?
Literally, I feel like I've been dropped off on another planet.
Yeah, big, bold flavors.
No, I just have. I've never. I mean, am I?
I haven't seen this.
Can
No,
someone?
this
Can
is,
someone talk me through this?
When you're like, every kind of turkey has been done.
Who puts mustard and sugar on a turkey?
Well, I mean, listen, here's how I feel about it, right? I put it on a ham.
Yeah.
Put it on a turkey.
Put on
I'll
chicken.
put it on some chicken. If you're doing a ham and a turkey, I don't care if they're both the same flavor because they're not the same meat. It's gonna taste differently no matter what you do with it. So we're gonna let this turkey roast, and it's gonna get up to the right temperature for me to start brushing this. But every 30 minutes or so, gonna get in there and baste it with the beer. Yeah, it's going down. I am back with you, glazing my Texas two-step turkey. Everyone's salivating. Now remember, this was the compound butter we put beneath the skin in the oven at 350. Every 30 minutes or so, you're gonna baste it with that beer we put in the bottom. And now I'm just glazing it with that Texas mustard glaze, some mustard brown sugar and white vinegar. Now remember, it cooked at 350 until the internal temperature reached about 155, 160, and it's been resting for about 15 minutes. That'll bring it up to the temperature that we wanted at 165. Katie?
I need a
That's
little
the best
taste.
part.
Listen, remember we
over
basted
here
with
with
the
the
beer in the
clever
bottom of the roasting pan, and then that glaze
yeah.
over the top
Can't-
of the yellow
can't miss
mustard we
this.
love so much in Texas.
believe.
A little brown sugar and some white vinegar, a little water to loosen it out so it's glaze worthy.
Take your time over there.
Yes.
By all
Oh,
means.
wow. I'll just sit here and
This
nod
is
this mound of
so
salami.
good, Sonny.